did this day finally come? You can let us out just right in here, because this is where we got to go right here. We got to go right there to the American Airlines check-in. Well, look at this right here. Let's see if it'll focus right there. Look at that. 19 degrees at 5:41 in the morning. Man, isn't that crazy? And we were up in the 70s yesterday.
It's insane.
All right, we got pallet bags now.
No.
Well, we finally made it on the plane. Finally here. We've arrived early this morning, and we were supposed to board at 7:25, and then they changed it to 8 o'clock, then 8:15, and then 8:40, and then 9:15, and then like 9:30 or 40, and then it went on to 10 something, then to 11 something, then to 12 something, and here we are. I don't even know what time it is now. Sometime later in the afternoon, towards the evening time, and we're finally on a plane that's supposed to be heading to LA. Well, we've met a lot of people in line that missed their flights canceled or whatever on them yesterday, spent the night in the airport, slept in there. One flight went from Dallas going to LA, went all the way to Arizona. They said there was a mechanical problem with the plane and flew it all the way back to Dallas. It would have been shorter to go on to LA or landed in Arizona. They brought them all the way back to Dallas and then stranded them here. No hotel voucher, no food, nothing. And they slept in a cold airport. And that airport was cold inside. So we finally made it through all that drama, and we got our seats here now. Well, now are flying first class from Dallas to LA. Now we're not flying first class on to Manila though. Tickets too pricey for that, and we're too much of a budgeted people. But we're gonna enjoy this flight. American Airlines owed us money as well, so we're taking advantage of that. Pretty excited though to finally move on. This is one of the main reasons that I booked for us to go to LA a day in advance. This is exactly why. Chin diaper's driving me crazy. It's making my ears really funny. I'm looking like an elf. But this is exactly why I did not book for us to land in LA and change flights on the same day. No way, Jose. I knew better than that. And thank goodness that I've done it this way, because so many flights, we heard so many people in there have been canceled, and booked, trying to rebook them onto another flight was impossible. Everything was full up. They're having many aircraft down. I think they're having a major shortage of labor, and I just feel blessed that we're on here. This is when you always got to think ahead and allow yourself some room if you can. You know, don't try to jam pack your schedule real tight. You're gonna regret it. So we really just chilled in there. Melinda was getting a little worried, and I said, baby, this is why I booked this. That even if we had to spend the night in a hotel in LA, it buys us time.
Please put your larger carry-on items in the overhead bin. Smaller ones can go at your feet. Please make sure the bin's closed before you step away from that bin. And some of those rollerboards are pretty large, especially if you're putting them in the...
So this is our living room right here.
Slightly smaller, the bins are slightly smaller.
Right here's our entertainment.
Our
This is our bedroom down here.
And please take your assignment. Thank you. Welcome aboard.
This is our luxury suite on American Airlines. It is gonna be nice to relax, at least on this first leg of our journey, right? Absolutely is. For years I flew straight DFW to Tokyo, Hong Kong, or other parts of China, Shanghai, all of that, and that that first part of going from Dallas all the way there was grueling. Since this world peril's been going on, we've been choosing to fly to LA and take a direct flight straight into Manila from US. And having this time in between to get off of a plane, enjoy it all, and then go on the rest of the way to our journey, it's actually been a whole lot less stressful.
Hello everyone, thank you for your attention. It's time to get you ready for takeoff.
I think with all the trouble they put some people through, they should have bumped some people to first class, because it's definitely really empty in here.
Switch it to airplane mode now.
So, just about to take off. Yep, taking off finally out of Dallas at 3 in this, actually, yeah, 3 in the afternoon right now. So, at least we're on our way. At least we're on our way. All right, well, we're about to head out to the airport to go to Philippine Airlines, and sadly, out of 4 bags, this is the only survivor, the only one that showed up. We have another one identical to this that didn't make it, an orange one and a black bag. We do have our hand carries right here that go on the plane, but that's all. So we sit and did all of our One Health Pass. We upload the images that we're vaccinated and showing pictures of our vaccination cards, and then of our negative PCR test. And we got those up on there too. And we got our QR code, so we're good on that. We wish we could tell you how we're having this great trip so far and all, but at the moment, so far here in the US, American Airlines has, in multiple ways, made our trip at the beginning so far absolutely, just absolutely, without a doubt, miserable. Just miserable. It just, the way they handled the people and the flights in Dallas, and then on top of that, all of these flights come to LAX and everyone's bags are missing again and again and again. It is total mayhem in there right now.
Excitement to go home.
So all we can do right now is just try to move on forward. Go to our Philippine Airlines flight. And now this isn't no, I know some of you are going to wonder if this was like just a connecting flight and that's going on from LA on to Manila all on one booked ticket, but it's not. We booked with American Airlines from Dallas to Los Angeles, and then we booked Philippine Airlines from Los Angeles on to Manila, because Philippine Airlines did not have a partnership with no airlines in the US, say like American Airlines or anybody, to where we could have bought just one ticket that would have carried our bags all the way through for us. I'm hoping Philippine Airlines handles us really wonderful today. I'm hoping, and they can lift our spirits, and I don't know how we're going to recover these bags. What they were offering all these other passengers that was like landing here in LA and all, or lived here in the United States, was to courier their bags right to their house, right to their hotel, right to wherever they're staying. One guy, he was just coming to LA for a few days and was going back to Dallas, and they're like, well, we're not even going to bother to bring your bags to LA. You can just get your bag when you go back to Dallas. And he said, man, I have all my stuff for my work that he came here to LA for. Without that bag, with all of his work stuff, he has no purpose to be in LA. And their only answer, and they were horrible to this gentleman, was go back home. Go back to Dallas then. Your bags are in Dallas. You can go back to them. I am so disappointed in them. I'm telling you, they are horrible. The American Airlines baggage desk here says they can't call Dallas. That we're in LA, we're not in Dallas. I said, but this is an airline. You connect to, this is what you do. You connect cities, you connect the world. You should be able to pick up this phone and call the other airport and talk to them and say this situation. And they admitted that Mel and our situation, there was one really nice gentleman there, and there was one really wretched gentleman there. And the really nice gentleman said, you know, you got a unique situation because we can't forward your bags to you to the Philippines. And so you need to be put on a priority. And that's funny because our bags were a priority. They were marked priority. That's how they marked them. But we don't know what to do. Our bags can make it here to LA. They said they'll probably end up coming here to LA. Want to know if I had somebody come here and claim them. That still don't get our bags to the Philippines. So that what they want us to do now is fly to the Philippines and file a bag claim with Philippine Airlines, which is not the airline that lost the bags and has nothing to do with this. But they swear that then Philippine Airlines can come over and claim those bags from American's counter, which is, they're right next door terminals to each other. And the nice gentleman and nice lady there said that that they were just overdoing that earlier, and then forward those bags on to Manila. And how we'll chase them down there, I don't know. But here we go.
It's kind of mess.
Especially if we're going to be locked in a quarantine hotel. We can't go follow up on it for a week, you know. And then we're going to be flying on down to our city, which is getting us even further away from that airport. It is a mess. But right now, American Airlines is on my kick rocks list.